Beachbody champions, welcome to the champions page. Today we are going to have a special training on our Beachbody Collagen Boost, which we've had out for a while now, but we just wanted to do a little updated training on it to provide you with all that you need to know for this amazing product. And I have today a special guest who's going to be joining us. She is Dr. Emily Fritz. She has her doctorate's degree in nutrition and exercise physiology. She has been with Beachbody for about a year. She's on the research and development team, and she is the science behind the products and the expert, in-house expert for Beachbody, and has helped create these products for us. And so I'd like to welcome to the page, Emily. Good morning.
Thanks for having me.
How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks.
Good, good. I'm just going to double check to make sure that we are live on the page, because last time this didn't work, but it looks like you're there. So awesome.
Cool. Yeah.
We're so excited and grateful that you took the time today to come share with us all your expertise and knowledge of this awesome product that I've been using for over a year. And I love, love, love it in so many areas.
Yeah, it's great. And I'm excited to talk about it.
Okay. So let's get started. Let me go ahead and share my screen.
Wonderful. Thanks.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Perfect.
Kind of walk us through the Beachbody collagen that we have, and kind of how and why you came up with this product for use of our customers and our coaches.
Yeah, so whenever we develop products, we usually ask coaches where they see need gaps in products available on the market. And then we design a product that meets that need. And so what we saw here was there was a demand for beauty products, but in supplementation form. So things that we can take that will help improve the appearance of our skin. And that's where collagen came in. So we designed this product to be a boost that goes with all of our other products in our portfolio that can provide some skin health benefits. So that's where we started. It's a growing area or category in supplements. And we really felt like we needed to design a product that met this need. So if you want to go to the next slide, the reason this is an important inclusion in our supplement line is because when we're about 20 years old, our natural collagen production starts to decline. And this decline is associated with the appearance of the fine lines and wrinkles that all of us know well. And it starts at 20 years old. So it's really young to start seeing that degradation. And collagen is a natural protein created by our bodies, and it's actually the main component of connective tissue. But it makes up about 25 to 35% of the total protein content in our bodies, and about 70 to 80% of the protein content found in our skin. And like all proteins, collagen consists of chains of amino acids and high amounts of particular amino acids, glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline. And so for Beachbody Collagen Boost, these collagen proteins are broken down into smaller chains of amino acids called peptides. And that allows them to be easily absorbed, and it provides those targeted benefits that we'll talk about in a little bit. So today we're really going to focus on the benefits of collagen for skin and nails. If you go to the next slide, there are over 29 different types of collagen in our bodies. But the main type of collagen that's found in our bodies is type 1 collagen. And that's the dominant type found in skin. And it's also the dominant type found in Beachbody Collagen Boost. So those bioactive collagen peptides are mostly type 1 collagen. They also have a little bit of type 3 collagen mixed in. But within the skin, type 1 collagen forms fibrils that are part of a matrix with another protein called elastin. And so when we're young, that matrix of collagen and elastin is really dense and firm. And as we age, declining amounts of collagen weakens that matrix and leads to skin being less firm and then wrinkling. And so supplementation with bioactive collagen peptides has shown boosts in some of these skin health benefits. that are supported by clinical trials. So in a placebo-controlled study of 69 women, 23 of the women who used the equivalent amount of the bioactive collagen peptides found in Beachbody Collagen Boost showed improvements in skin elasticity after 4 weeks of supplementation and 8 weeks of supplementation. And the cool part is that these benefits were sustained after they stopped taking collagen. So in the study, they had the individuals stop after 8 weeks. Then they came back and they asked, and they took more measurements and asked questions 4 weeks after they had stopped. And those skin health benefits that they experienced during that supplementation period continued past the time that they had stopped taking it. And then in another study, there were 114 women who used the 2.5 grams of bioactive collagen peptides found in the boost each day. And they saw that there were benefits at both 4 and 8 weeks. And those individuals saw reduced appearance of wrinkles around their eyes. And after 8 weeks of use, they saw a higher content of pro-collagen type 1 and elastin, which are those proteins that I mentioned earlier that are found in that layer of skin called our dermis that helps keep everything firm and wrinkle-free. So if you go to the next slide, we also talk about the benefits of collagen for nails. So what about nails? Well, about 20% of the individuals in the population experience brittle nails that are prone to breakage and roughness and raggedness and peeling. And so participants in those skin health studies that I just talked about noticed that their nails, the quality of their nails was improving. And so another study was conducted to look specifically at the benefits of nail health. And that study was an open label study of 25 women who took that 2.5 grams of the collagen peptides every day for 6 months. And they showed that taking those collagen peptides found in Beachbody Boost resulted in an increase in the nail growth rate. And they also saw a decrease in the frequency of broken nails. And that occurred after only 4 weeks of supplementation. And 80% of the individuals in that study reported being completely satisfied with the benefits of collagen supplementation for their nails. And finally, supplementation with these bioactive collagen peptides found in Boost supports the synthesis of new collagen in our skin. And that's tied to how the product works. So if you want to go to the next slide, Jennifer.
I just have to ask one question.
Yeah.
Because I think if you can kind of maybe elaborate on what's supporting the synthesis of collagen actually means, so the coaches know what that means. That's been a question in the past. Can you expand on that a little bit?
So certainly, I'd be happy to. So these bioactive collagen peptides are broken down to the size that is able to be absorbed and then utilized by our skin to build more collagen. So we talked about when you're 20 years old, the amount of collagen you naturally produce starts to decline. Well, supplementing with collagen helps boost up that natural production of collagen in our skin so that we don't have that same decrease that's experienced as we age without supplementation. Does that make sense?
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. So the collagen peptides are absorbed, they're used throughout our body. And like I said before, type 1 is the dominant type of collagen in our skin. It's the dominant type of collagen in Beachbody Collagen Boost. And therefore we get that improvement in collagen production naturally in our skin with supplementation. So it stimulates that collagen production in that dermis, that layer of skin where we have that matrix of collagen and elastin. And supplementing provides benefits to that collagen production in as few as 4 weeks when you're using that 2.5 gram dose per day. If you go to the next slide. So the results of those clinical studies have also been supported by the experience of people who have taken and tried Beachbody Collagen Boost. So included on this slide are some testimonials and before and after photos of people that were included in our test group for the product. And you can see from the images that there are some improvements, especially around the eyes, where the clinical studies looked for improvements at both 30 and 60 days. And this is one of those things, it's unique because you can actually see the difference with supplementation. So some of our other products, you might feel things, you might feel healthier, you might have more energy, but this is something where you actually, your appearance, you can see the difference. And so what we like to say in-house is that anytime you're feeling like you're having a good skin day, or you just got a mani, or you find the right light and take a selfie, those are perfect times for you to use to broadcast the benefits of what Beachbody Collagen Boost is doing for your skin and your nails, because it's a benefit you can actually see. So if you go to the next slide, we get the question very frequently, what makes Beachbody Collagen Boost unique? And we've decided in this particular product to use a patented, clinically studied ingredient that's shown to support healthy skin and nails. And so the collagen peptides stimulate that collagen production, like I talked about, as their mechanism of action, and they provide benefits supported by 3 studies. And those benefits are noticeable after only 4 weeks of use at the amount provided in Beachbody Collagen Boost. So it's important to note that this product is unique because it only contains 1 ingredient. So we have really provided targeted benefits without any of the stuff that we try and avoid. So it contains only collagen peptides, no colors, no flavors, no sweeteners or preservatives, which makes it convenient to use, which I'll talk about in a little bit. But if you go to the next slide, one of the other questions that comes up frequently is there are a lot of different collagen products on the market that have really high doses of collagen. And so I want to bring it back and just explain that the product is designed to provide those focused benefits on skin health. And we're able to provide those benefits at a lower dose that's supported by clinical studies. In fact, one of those clinical studies that I talked about earlier was 69 people, had 3 different groups in it, a placebo group, a 2.5 gram dose per day group, and a 5 gram dose per day group. And what they found in that study was that there wasn't any additional benefits at the 5 gram dose per day. So because of that, more doesn't always necessarily mean greater benefits. So we always go with the lowest dose that provides the benefits that we're looking to provide in a product. And that 2.5 gram dose only has 10 calories in it. So you get the skin health benefits that we're looking for in a low dose with low calories. And it's important to note that collagen isn't a source of complete protein. So it doesn't provide you with all of the essential amino acids that you need because it doesn't contain the amino acid tryptophan, and it is low in levels of methionine. And so high doses taken per day aren't really an ideal source of protein like you would get from food or other supplement sources like what you find in whey that contain all of the essential amino acids. So that's important to note too. And one of the most convenient aspects of Beachbody Collagen Boost is that it can be added to almost anything because it's flavorless, it dissolves quickly into hot and cold liquids, and that doesn't influence the efficacy. So just to clarify, those collagen proteins have already been broken down into those small bioactive collagen peptides, which means that they just dissolve into whatever you put them in without turning into a gel. And it can be taken any time of day, which means that you can have it in the morning with your coffee like I do. But if I forget to put it in my coffee in the morning, then I can easily add it to my Energize later in the day before I work out. And the other thing to note is that vitamin C is involved in the synthesis of collagen and helps benefit collagen synthesis. So combining the collagen boost with your Shakeology that has 200% of the daily value of vitamin C can help stimulate collagen production too. So the products work synergistically with each other to potentially provide some benefits. And if you go to the next slide, we just wanted to remind everybody about the serving size. So there are 28 servings in each jar of the collagen boost. And the retail price is $34. The coach price is $26.21. And then the shipping and HD prices and the TV and PV are provided here on this slide for your reference.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I would have to say,
Yeah.
sharing my screen, that in addition to like, if I miss it in my coffee or tea, you can just add it to water and it seriously does not even change the flavor of the water.
You can add it to water, you can add it to yogurt, you can add it to your shake, other bevy. You could put it in pretty much anything that we have in our product portfolio, but you could also add it to food. So if you're having yogurt and you realize, oh, I haven't taken my collagen today, 1 scoop into your yogurt mixed in, and you get that dose.
Awesome. Yeah. So what happens if, let's just say I'm vegan and I don't want any animal products. I know that you talked that this is not a vegan formula. Is there a vegan formula in the works for Beachbody?
So that's a great question, Jennifer. And we get it really frequently. The source of collagen in Beachbody Collagen Boost is bovine. But it's important to note that there isn't a vegan source of collagen available on the market today. So the most common that we see out there are bovine and marine, which comes from fish. But when we look at products that are positioned as vegan collagen boosts, usually those are single amino acids, similar to what's found in collagen, but they don't work the same way in our body if they're not taken with each other in their natural state. And it contains other things like vitamin C and hyaluronic acid. Those might help stimulate collagen production, but you're not seeing the same clinically studied benefits that you do in these bioactive collagen peptides from Collagen Boost. So there isn't a vegan formula in the works, unfortunately. But one of the things that's important for coaches to note is that there isn't a vegan collagen out there. So if you have people who ask that question, it's important to provide them with a little clarification about where collagen comes from.
Perfect. Thank you. Another question that comes up often is if women are pregnant or breastfeeding, is it safe for them to take this, or is this something that they shouldn't take, or what do you recommend on this one?
Yeah, so another great question that we get frequently. We always recommend with any of our supplements that you talk to your healthcare provider to make sure that they're comfortable with your supplementation during pregnancy. So we don't recommend it for women who are pregnant or breastfeeding, but we always encourage you to have a dialogue with your physician to double check and make sure that they're okay with it.
Okay, thank you. Another question, sorry, there's just a lot of questions that have come in from coaches. And you know, there's this thing about collagen can help your joints. Does Beachbody Collagen help with joints?
So when we look at collagen, different types of collagen is where you get different benefits for collagen. So the collagen that's most commonly found in joints is type 2 collagen. And so Beachbody Collagen Boost is really targeted specifically for skin. And we haven't explored joint health yet, but it's always an opportunity that we're looking into. So that would be specific more to type 2 collagen that provides those joint health benefits.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Emily. I appreciate you coming on here with your expertise.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you'd like to share that we haven't covered?
No, but I would like to thank all the coaches out there. You're the reason I come to work every day. And I'm enthused by all the progress that you make. And I'm just grateful for you and what you do for Beachbody and being our face to the world. So everyone here in the corporate office is just really grateful. And we're happy to support you however we can.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Emily. We as coaches and at corporate appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule from creating and doing all the testing and stuff of our products and coming up with things to come and share and talk about this amazing product, Beachbody Collagen, which I've grown to love as I am, you know, getting up there in the age of 20. When you think about how you're stop losing collagen at the age of 20, it's like, wait, hold up a second. And so I got 27 years of loss of collagen on my plate. So I'm grateful that this has been created and we have it for our use. So coaches, make sure that you are taking the time to let your customers know that this product exists, if it's something that's interesting, that they might be interested in because it can benefit everyone. And I personally love it. And so again, thank you, Emily, so much for coming on and sharing with us today.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. Yeah. Coaches, make it a great week and we'll talk to you soon.
Yep.
My mouse disappeared. Ay, ay, ay. It literally is gone.